Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are or wherever you come from or whatever time of day it is. You're joining me, Debbie Fisher, on Wake Up Call. I know what you're saying. You're saying, that's not Craig. No, Craig led. He's hot-footed it out of here and he's having a well-earned day off today. So absolutely amazing. But boy, do we have a fun-packed hour and a half coming up. I can't even begin to tell you how many things are on this show, but I can't do it on my own, can I? It's weird. I'm actually introducing for the first time. It's the other way around. My TV hubby. So welcome to Joe Remblance.
Oh, hello, Debbie. I feel we're like the Eamon and Ruth, aren't we? Of morning tea, standing in on a Friday. You're looking very glamorous today, Debbie. How are you?
I'm really well, Joe. So well, in fact. It's just, and so excited. You know how excited I get, Joe? Well, today I'm super excited because we are launching. Are you ready for it? Come on, come a bit closer. We are launching the Craft Factor. I mean, how incredibly amazing is that? So anyone that's not heard of the Craft Factor, it's where you out there, you lovely crafters who are super talented, can actually have the chance to come and audition live on Crafters TV. So all you need to do is submit a short video all about yourself. So just tell us in a few words about you, what you do, give us a little bit about your personality, and then send 4 to 5 photos of your cards or projects that you've made so we can see them, and email them at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. So that's all you've got to do, and then you can tune in and watch live auditions on Crafters TV. So super excited, but what's even more excited, and you're going to love this out here, you've had a little sneak peek of him before, but our Brent is going to be auditioning on Crafters TV live. He's going to be doing a live demo, so be gentle with him. It's his first time on Crafters TV, and boy, he has shocked me. He has done an amazing, and the first time he's ever crafted a card, putting it together. He's going to be showing you a live demo later on this morning. So I'm going to pass you over to Joe now, and he's going to tell you some other bits of what's coming up.
Absolutely. If you want to natter along, there's lots of excitement already in the... There she goes! And the top bag's full. Go on, you can go now. Go on, off you go. Off you pop. Go on, off you pop. Go on, go now, Debbie. There she goes. Yes, as I was saying, lots of excitement in the comments as well. It started already. Her chuckle muscle is well and truly warmed up already. She's off. Her chuckle muscle is well and truly warmed up. Yes, if you want to get in touch with me, do so in all the normal ways. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube as well. Lots of you really excited about the Craft Factor. We're going to be doing that every single week as we go through. And yeah, make sure you get in touch and get involved if you want to be a part of it. Something else that you can be a part of is our bonus points event, which is happening up until the end of tomorrow. So as you can see, if you spend £50 or euros, you'll receive a bonus 75 points. If you spend 75, you will receive 100. Spend 100, you receive 150. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you've been eyeing the next level in the club, then it's definitely going to be a great way of getting you there. But there is loads of great stuff coming up in our shows today, and Debbie's going to take us through honestly, Debbie, you come back in the studio for 2 seconds and I am totally discombobulated. It's going to be one of those days. We haven't worked together for ages, so all bets are well and truly off. Debbie's going to take us through a few of the items that are coming up today, aren't you, Debbie?
Is this not just going to be the most fabulous show, Joe, honestly?
It is.
And it's not even Monday, it's the end of the week. So, and I think that's probably what it is. I've come in and I'm super excited because we've got so much going on today, but I have to tell you, it's my first time working with these, and I've been working with them this week because we've got the most spectacular craft along coming along today, which you are going to absolutely love. So if you do have the Scenes of Lights, craft along. If you do not have the Scenes of Lights, you can purchase them today at an amazing price. We are doing these at £67.96 or $79 and $80. It's going to be amazing because what you're going to be able to do is craft along from start to finish. If you need to craft along at a later date, you can do that by rewatching watching it back, so just save the show. So what we've got here is the most amazing sets, and they come in all different ones. So whether you want to do those beautiful sort of starry-eyed Santa over the chimney, you're going to be able to do those. But we've also got the gorgeous fairy in here. We've got traditional ones. We've got a cottage feel. So really gorgeous elements in here. And you've got 29 different dies in these and stamps in these package here. Colour me happy. I'm going across. I'm going a bit. I should be standing just straight in the middle, shouldn't I? So can you tell I'm not really used to it?
You do, Debbie. You don't let anyone put you in the corner, Debbie. You stand where you want to stand.
Swing from side to side, can't I? Okay. Anybody that knows me knows that I love my watercolours. This is an amazing deal. You are getting 12 markers in here, 3 sparkle pens, 60 pencils and your marker wallet, so your wallet to keep all your pens in. This is an amazing deal. You may be wondering why we've put in the clear sparkles. We are going to be showing you these, but you're not paying for those. I want to just throw them, but I'm not going to throw them because you are getting them, but you're not paying a penny for them. So you're getting all of this with these included free for £69 or $97. You're getting everything to get you started on your watercolour journey. What I really love about these is the fact that they're super easy. There's so many different concepts, different ways you can use them, different techniques, and you can see it. Platinum price, Joe. Can you see that? $55.20.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door. Run down the street. Kiss the milkman. Whatever Joe tends to do on his days off. But you know what? Go for this deal because it is super amazing, and you're going to be doing lots. So stay tuned because we've got a demo with both in the show, and we've got the craft along and the masterclass tonight on all the watercolours.
Absolutely. We have one action-packed, jam-packed craft-filled day it's going to be for you today here on Crafters TV. Something else I need to tell you about is, of course, the amazing Get It, Got It, Good. Ooh, yeah. And this week's Get It, Got It Good is, of course, the Gemini Mini. Now, you get everything you would normally get as standard. So you're going to get the machine itself, the purple shim, 3 of the folders, but in this very special configuration, we're going to throw in there as well that carry case for you, worth $12.99 or $15.95. $36.97 or $55.85 is your price. Make sure you snap it up though, because we need to launch a brand new Get It, Got It Good on Monday. So the price will only hold there until the end of Sunday, and make sure you snap it up whilst you're on that bonus points promotion. A lot of love coming in. Glad to see Miss Fish wearing specs. Brilliant and very studious looking, says Shadiah. Victoria says, oh good, Debbie is in. That was fantastic. I'm sitting on the train in Germany, watching and listening with headphones on, and everyone was just looking at me whilst I burst out laughing and snorting. Glad to be of assistance there as well.
See, a woman after my own heart, Joe.
Absolutely. Loads of you tuning in and saying hi. I can see Laura in Virginia. Monica is saying hi as well. Betty's in Oklahoma. Dee's in Kentucky. Debbie's in New Jersey. Felicia is in Ohio. Felicia. Alison's in Brooklyn too. I can see Pamela in New York. Deborah in California. Loads of you tuning in from all over today. And Alison, absolutely loving your cheerful top as well, Debbie. She does look beautiful today, doesn't she? Are you looking very glamorous? I think it's those glasses, Debbie, that you look like, yeah, just very glamorous today. If you want to get in touch, keep doing so. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. But what do we fancy having a look at first then, Debbie?
Well, definitely the scenes of light. So you're probably thinking, why are we calling them the scenes of light? It's because there's so many different ways that you can use these, but these really lend themselves to your boxes, to your pop-outs, and you can either put your light strings of lights in them. I'm pretty sure we're sold out at the moment of the Dreamy strings that have the lights on them, but we will get them in very soon, I'm sure. But if not, little tea lights you can put in them. This is the first one. We've got our Nativity of Light, an absolutely beautiful scene. If you like your traditional Christmas cards, building up all those different elements. I mean, look how many dies you're getting here. These gorgeous background dies. You're getting your aperture die here and all your different accessories. Can't get my teeth in today, that's what it is, Joe. Next one we've got is our Wiseman of Light. So again, very traditional. So you've got all these extra pieces here. We've then got our rooftops of light. And as you can see, I mean, such a pretty one. This one has been hugely popular. I think just having this die with Santa in his sleigh, you've got this beautiful scene here. And actually, without Santa on his sleigh, you've got really generic dies here that you can use. I mean, this one literally looks like some scene in New York. Looks absolutely beautiful. Then we've got the Village of Light, so your lovely little quaint village there. I love this one here that's got the horse in it and that beautiful tree. Just a really nice design. And then this one, the ever popular Fairies of Light. Such a gorgeous design. I love the fact that we've got a background one and all these elements to pop in. So I'm going to just show a few different concept cards that you can see how they're done. So decorating the front of your card and then being able to open it up and create the most amazing scenery. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Really, really stunning. Put your lights inside, your tea lights, looking absolutely beautiful. And then what about creating a little fairy door? I mean, how easy is this to make? Just a little oval onto your cardstock there and then popping that out. I mean, that is truly beautiful. I love the fact that we've got that gorgeous fairy house in the background, but then you've got all these different elements to pop on the inside. And then we've got another one here, which is your village. And again, I love the front of this card. It looks just simplistic, but beautiful. And then inside, I mean, look at that. I mean, who wouldn't smile opening a card like that? It looks gorgeous. And then one more we're open and just show till we get into our demo, all that row of houses, but with the Santa going across the rooftops. And I love this one because it's not your traditional colours, not your sort of traditional. It really looks like Santa's got lost and he can't find his way home in the daytime because it looks lovely and bright and cheerful and not nighttime at all. So I think that's a really play on words there. So let's pop them to the side and show you exactly how they work. So I'm going to take a piece of card here and my inside card. Let me just get this piece. So all I've done is created myself a card blank. And this is a 6 by 6 inch. And then this one here, I've done it 6 inches, but let me show you my measurements. I've done 12 inches by 6 inches, and then I've scored in the middle at 6 inches. We've scored at 3 inches and 9 inches. And what that's done is created us a fold in the center, and your middle section will always come up as a mountain fold. This will then go inside your card. So when you do your die cutting, you can stick these panels which create this beautiful pop out, so nice and easy. Yeah, really nice concept, these ones, Joe. And then we're going to start with this one, and I'm going to bring in my die set. So look at this die set. We've seen the boards, but you can see just how many dies are actually on here. You get a full booklet explaining, I'd say booklet, it is a booklet if I can open up, a pamphlet probably, a leaflet, and it gives you step by step picture instructions so you know exactly how to make this identical card, so you're not left to just your own devices. And remember, the craft along this afternoon, you can do exactly that. You can craft along with one of these. And you can use whichever one you want. So to start with, we need to put our arches in. Now, you can't put them in at the same time, because if I just bring this in, you'll be able to see, because you've got little notches on the side, let me bring that so you can see them. The little notches here, you need to put that in afterwards. So you can either do two things. You can either take this one down first and put it in, or you can do your outside cutting edge. But I'm going to start with my outside cutting edge and pop that one in first. So you're going to cut two of these. I'm just going to do one so you can see how it works, and then this one, and then I'll show you my finished piece. Now, I am using my Gemini, the large Gemini, but if you want, you can put it in your Junior. You just have to have a piece hanging out the edge of there. So popping that into place, I'm going to bring in my low tack tape just to tape that down.
Awesome. What I love about these, Debbie, it's such a strong concept, isn't it? But do you think you could take some of these dies and use them elsewhere in your other sort of designs and projects?
I think that's a great question, Joe, because yes, that's exactly what you could do with them. I mean, you've got really good embellishment dies, so whether you just want to do those fairy scenes, snip out those extra bits, you could just use them for your just normal building up a scene card. They'd be great for scrapbooking, especially those border dies at the back that you put in the back. You could have your photos tucked into the back of them and just create really cool embellishments. So yeah, absolutely go ahead and use them on all your makes. These would be great as well for creating aperture boxes, so you can make all your gifts. So once you've done your actual aperture, all you then need to do is to pop this in. Now, because you've got those little guidelines at the side, you just aim them to the bottom of where your lines are cut, and then tape that back down and send that through. And then that will cut that beautiful detail into your card.
It's not that dissimilar to an edgeable, really, then, in how they work, Debbie.
Sorry, Joe, I can't hear because the machine's going.
I said they're not that dissimilar to an edgeable, really, in how they work. The focal point die.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what they are. They are, in fact, an edgeable. You could probably mix and match these as well, Joe. I'd not really thought about that before, but I'm sure you'd be able to mix and match them and use different ones. And you're right, it is just it's that edgeable die, because if I turn this around, you can see it has no cutting edge along the bottom, just around the top. But look how gorgeous that is. I mean, such a beautiful design with the butterfly, the fairy. And then you would do the same with the other side. If I bring in this set, and then you would use your alternative one. You could use the same one if you wanted to, but if you use your alternative one, I'm going to just bring in my middle section, and then you can see all of that cut out. So exactly the same, but we've now got our two pieces. Let me just bring both of those in. There we go. So really, really pretty. So I've kept it in black just to be so you can see it really clearly. And then what I'm going to do is bring in this piece of card and cut the back piece. I love this die because there's so much you can do with this. And this in itself is a complete edgeable. So you can use this in all the different concept cards you can think of doing an edgeable. You can make it in this one as well. And all I'm going to do is pop that across the side, and then we're going to run that through the Gemini as well.
Excellent. I'd love to know who of you out there have got these already, what you've been creating. I'd love to see pictures in that later craft along show as well. Remember, if you want to see what you're going to need to create the craft along live with Debbie, and we've also got a special guest, Maxine's going to be joining us as well via video link, then head on over to our social media, Crafters TV. I'm sure it's maybe on Debbie's page as well, and you'll be able to see everything that you need, all the bits and bobs to join us and all craft along together. Craft along, I think, has quickly become, hasn't it, Debbie, one of our most popular shows on the schedule. It's such a lovely chance for everyone to craft along at the same time.
Jojo, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled because I love craft along. It's my favourite show to do. I love the fact that it's a little bit more slower paced. It means that everyone out there can do what they want. That step-by-step element is crucial to people, because what we forget as crafters, especially if we're an experienced crafter, we forget that there's new people all the time, and it's a world that confuses you because there's so much to choose from, whether it's what machine to have, what glues to use, what paper, what cardstock, what weight. Honestly, it's just so much. So I love the craft alongs because it really does help people to know exactly which steps to take and how to do them, and it also means that they can do that time and time again until they get used to that project, which I love. And thank you. Can I just take an opportunity to thank everyone out there for voting for us, because to be up for an award, Joe, is incredible, isn't it, for our craft along, considering it's not been going too long. Right, so what I'm going to do with this is I am going to bring in my wet glue. So I'm going to bring in my tacky glue. So do tune in tomorrow, because we're doing a little bit of a preview. We're doing a section on the glues. Doing a little bit of a glue school tomorrow.
Nice.
So you will be able to see.
Was there a funny glue school story, or am I thinking of someone else?
My glooper.
Your glooper, that's it.
Had a glooper, yeah. I had a bit of a sort of glooper with the chunky, What's
3D
it called?
glue gel.
3D glue gel, that's the one, yeah. Do you know what? I could always say that until Debbie Robinson started calling it chunky glue.
That's it.
And then I just can't say it. I can't say glue gel anymore.
Have you did you see Debbie's old craft room? Have you seen Debbie's new craft room across on Facebook, Debbie?
Oh, I'm so jealous. Isn't it amazing?
It is, isn't it?
It's done so well.
Our craft expert, the lovely Debbie Robinson, she's been having a bit of a makeover at home. My oh my, what a transformation. It was like one of those hoarders programs before. She kept talking about how bad it was. None of us really believed her. She posted a video and we couldn't quite believe it, but she has got a shiny brand new one. Go over to her Facebook page, Debbie Robinson, Crafter's Companion, and you'll be able to have a look at a shiny new craft room. I think she's back with us soon as well, which will be lovely.
Yes, it feels like she's been off forever. Come back,
Does,
Debbie, we love
Come
you. Yeah, but what a thing to do while she's been off, having that beautiful craft room. She's got all that space, all those boxes. All I could think of, though, is I hope she labels them, because I'd never be able to remember with so many boxes where everything was.
I texted her, teasing her, asking her if she could show us the old room as well. Make sure she got rid of it all. She told me to stuff off.
Right, what I'm going to do now is I've glued that, and I've used a wet glue because it means that it'll stay just a little bit wetter for longer while I just score this, because I want to score it in half. So just grabbing my scoring tool, I've done this 6 inches, so I'm going to come in at 3 inches and just score down this. Oh, I did that on the back, so I wouldn't do that, but I've still got to do. Never mind. And then we're just going to score that down, and then I'm going to bring it in and score it again at that 3 inches, because what that will do is it will just mean that my fibres of my cardstock will stretch and allow me to bend that into the centre of my card, because I have actually used 3 sheets of card on there. When you think about, I've got that section and still sort of parted that bit a little bit, but there we go, just rub that down. We've got this blue card here, our black card, and then our paper at the back actually, and oh yeah, the paper is the cardstock, and that means when we put it into the centre it will close. So we're going to pop that in first. Again, I'm just going to bring in my tacky glue. You can use your glue of choice, but I think wet glue is good when you're doing anything that's movable in the centre of a card. So I'm just placing that in my centre. Once it's down, I then want to just close it in, but I'm making sure that the centerpiece is folding in so it's directly inside, but I also want it to go out, and I'm going to do that just a few times while that's drying, because I want that to know that this card is opening and shutting. So there we go, it's perfectly popped on the inside. Then we're going to bring in that piece that we did, so you can see we've got that beautiful fairy garden going on. But you can paper piece these, but just because of time, I didn't want to do lots of paper piecing on this first demo. So what I am going to do, I'm going to bring in my clear sparkle, because you're getting your clear sparkles. Remember, these are going to be free. Shake them to wake them up, but these are in with your aqua bundle. If you just put these onto your black wings and or onto the black, it would just add beautiful sparkle. So it's a really nice quick way of adding that detail without maybe going into paper piece. I'm just giving it a little squeeze so we can get a little bit more out. Maybe just squeeze a little bit too hard there, but you didn't notice that, did you? And then we're going to do our other one. Just
is this the clear overlay you're using here?
It is just the clear, yeah, just the clear. And it may look messy at the moment, Joe, but when it dries, it just dries to that clear sparkle and looks incredible.
Do you know what it's like, Debbie?
What's
it's
it
like the suntan lotion that I've got with glitter in it. That's what it's like.
You have not got one of them.
I have.
Well, you've kept that quiet.
Glimmer suntan lotion. Have you not had it?
No, glitter. Oh, Joe,
it's so cool, honestly.
We need to talk.
I'll send you the link, Debbie. Oh my word, it is amazing. I look like a little disco ball laying in the sun.
Does it make your skin just shimmer in the sun?
So it makes sure as you move, you look like it's all you're all glittery. Yeah,
I need that in my life. Absolutely. Well, I just need some sun in my life, Joe. It's raining today.
Yeah, we're having a bit of I like to call it our summer lull that we always have in the UK. We always have like a good bit of weather, don't we? And then we have a 3-week lull of terrible weather, and then a nice big burst of good weather at the end. So I think we're in our lull. I think I'm off for a couple of weeks at the end of the month, so I think it's just saving itself for then the sun. That's what's happening.
Oh, let's hope so. When are you off, Joe?
I am off. Oh, good question.
So end of August?
It's the end of August, so I'm off from... my last day will be the 23rd of August. I'm off for 12 days after that, so just having a little break.
We're off pretty much the same time.
Oh, are we?
Yeah,
Let's
well,
go
I'm
away.
off from the 18th. I've got my own plans, Joe.
All right.
I would love to do something with you, Joe. In fact, we're going to plan something, aren't we, for the beginning of September, which will be exciting.
We're going to go and see a concert, aren't we?
Yeah, we certainly are.
We're going to go and see Ollie Murs.
We are, yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Have you seen Ollie Murs before?
Yeah, like a million times.
Of course you have. That was a silly question. Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he?
So good.
And did I hear that Mark Wright was going to be with him? Because he's not a singer, is he?
Mark Wright?
Yeah, which I thought was a bit strange.
Who told you that?
Well, when I see he was doing these concerts, it said, and he's a special appearance from his best friend Mark Wright.
Oh.
I know. So, and I only know one.
Mark Wright, for anyone in the US, is a reality TV star turned TV presenter.
Yes,
yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Right, so what I've got here, Joe, is I'm trying to think which one I want to use. We're going to use the back. So I'm going to use the back of that. Sorry, I'm working out how to use my scrap piece of card just to put my glue dots on. Because what I've actually done is put the cut these again, but we're going to pop these on each side. Now, in fact, let's go onto each one, and then our other section. Oh, we're getting excited now. We've got our Brent coming up soon. So have you all got your eagle eyes on Brent?
He's limbering up in the wings. He's doing his pre-craft factor yoga as we speak, apparently.
I can't wait. He's just like a little puppy dog. He's so gorgeous. You're going to absolutely love Brent. So for anyone that hasn't seen Brent before, I did a little Facebook Live last week or the week before, and Brent was on there and everybody loved him. And Brent just loves the crafty world. He's quite well trained actually in it all, isn't he? He's done lots in media, and but we'll be finding out a lot more about Brent in a little while. But you will absolutely love him. And
maybe you could get questions in for Brent as well, and we can
yes.
We can give him a little bit of an interview as well whilst he's crafting. What do you think? Get those questions in. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Drop into the live stream there in the comments. Pop your questions in. I'll pop them over to Brent as well whilst he is doing his craft factor. The first one. How exciting.
It's very exciting. Yeah, and be very nice because he's very nervous. Not that, I don't even know why I've said that, Joe, because we know that our viewers are all very nice.
I know, he posted pictures last night of what he's going to be up to and what he's doing, and it looked amazing. So he's got no need to be nervous at all.
No, not at all. So, just tied a piece of ribbon on. It's a bit of a cheat's way of doing ribbon.
I love that cheat.
Yeah, and it looks really good, doesn't it? So we're just going to use that for our front. I'm going to use the piece that we also cut off for the front. So we're just going to stick that behind there, and just stick that down, pop that all into place, and stick that on the front. So nice and quick. So pop in these. I'm just using my tape pen. This doesn't seem to want to stick, but I think it's because I was using my dotty one. There we go. Pop that onto the front. And that just finishes your front of your card. And there we go. So we've got our front there that's done with our extra piece, and then on the inside we've got that beautiful pop out. Can you see the glitter on there now? How beautiful is that glitter? So beautiful. Really lovely. There we go.
Really lovely. Lots of you chatting away with me. Will is saying, "Where is Craig today?" He's having a little well-earned rest. I think, is it one Friday a month he takes? He has a slightly longer weekend. So that is his. This is his one day of the month, which is awesome. Sanal already has those dies. Lena saying how much she loves craft along the pace is slow and everything is well explained. Pam says, "Joe, when is your marathon in September?" Well, it's the 26th of September, which is my birthday. So fingers crossed for that. Cheryl saying, sequin outfits, glittered sunscreen. Joe, we need pictures all the pictures are over on my Facebook page, Joe Remblance Crafter's Companion, sequin clad over there. And make sure you go and check that out. Lynn saying what a beautiful card that is as well. Now I want to share with you, we've got lots of Colour Me Happy today. It's all about watercolour, and we've got some brilliant water reactive ink pads on the show for you as well. It's a Twilight collection. Robert Pattinson won't be on the show though. That is a shame. And you get 5 ink pads, and you also get the watercolour cardstock as well. And we've got a sunrise collection for you as well. I love the tones in here. Look at how beautiful they are. 1996 or 27.80 is your price if you want to go for those. 15.97 or 22.24 there for those ones. Shannon says, loving this collection, have to shop. Wow, yes, it is coming up as your craft along, but remember, if you don't yet own those products, don't worry, you can buy them today and then watch that craft along back at any point. Right, Debbie, I mean, how exciting is today? What a wonderful, of all the Fridays for you to come and join us, what a fantastic day you picked.
I was so excited when they asked me to come in, and they were saying that we are launching the Craft Factor. The Craft Factor is something that you're going to hear a lot of, and you're going to absolutely love it. So please, if you want to be on Crafters TV, you are going to be able to audition. So for your chance to come on, all you need to do is submit a short video about yourself, just so we can see a bit about your personality, what you do, what your craft space. You know, if you're in your craft room, then definitely do us a video in there, and then send us 4 to 5 videos of your makes, so your crafts, your projects, and then you can email us at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. So we're going to go over to Brent, who's very nervous, but I know he is just going to be fabulous. So welcome, Brent. What are you going to do for us today?
Hello. So here I am back again today, the Julia Roberts of CTV, as you called me last week. Now, today I'm going to show all you at home how to do the most gorgeous cards you've ever seen in your life. And for someone who's only crafted this week, I've managed to make this guy.
Does he have a name?
We could call him Joe if you want to.
Okay.
And then I've done
Big
that
Joe.
nice little sentiment inside as well.
That is gorgeous.
I'm actually really proud of myself, you know, like I'm actually shocked that I've been able to do it. So yes, I'm going to give it a go and show you how to create.
Oh, absolutely. Take it away, Brent.
So what I've done is pre-cut some white card, and this is 5x7. So I'm going to score it down the middle, and it's literally just going to be the basic card that I'm going to create for you. Oh, is it upside down? Yes, it is.
Oh, you're a centimetre man then, Brent.
I might be, Debbie. Do you know what? I honestly do not have a clue. But if you're saying that, then...
Well, we've got 2 sides of the board, so we've got a centimetres and an inch side.
Have you stolen that from Julia? Is that Julia's scoreboard you got there?
Oh my God, yeah, it is Julia's. I've stolen it off there. Sorry, Julia. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, so that's obviously the card there. And then what I'm going to do is stamp down the elephant, and I'll cut that out for you as well, because it's the head that just cuts off of the elephant. So, do you know what as well? I can't believe how easy it is to use our products. So I was at home on Monday, and I was literally just like sat in my dining room with a cup of tea, and I was like, this is actually really, really therapeutic.
It is, yeah. I can totally relate to that. And colouring is not only stamping, but colouring as well.
Yeah.
How did you get on with your colouring, Brent?
So I won't lie, I did go out of the lines quite a bit, but because I used the tri-blends for it, and really, they're so easy to actually, like, they are easy to use, and I think they blend so well. And do you know what, right? So when I first found out what a tri-blend was, I was so shocked. Tri means 3, and there's obviously 3 colours in the pen.
I love that.
That's, to all of you crafters, you'll be like, well, obviously. But to me, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't.
What did you think it meant?
I don't know, and obviously it's just honestly.
Try them.
Yeah. No idea.
Try our pens.
No idea whatsoever. Right, so I've got some stamping card there, and hopefully this will stamp out in a nice outline.
So Brent, can I ask you, have you ever stamped before using this stamp?
No, literally Monday was my first attempt at stamping.
It is so amazing that you've been able to do that, and I'm not going to look at that. That's amazing.
I'm amazed. And do you know what though? Since I've started here, I've obviously been watching the shows, so I do watch a lot of you, Debbie, I won't lie. I do really enjoy watching your shows.
Is that just because I giggle too much?
Well, yeah, it is. I think me and you we do, don't we? We have a laugh.
I noticed you decided to stay away from a wax seal for your audition, Brent.
What, the wax
From
seal?
no wax seals, not when
No
Debbie's in the
wax
studio.
seals when I'm in the studio, no. They're banned for life.
I'm just going to grab some tape as well to stick this down, because I think I watched somebody do that. So I'm going to run this through the Gemini. So line that up there. And then I'm going to stick it down so it's not covering the actual elephant's head, because I didn't realise that the paper would actually come off. So I was like literally trying to attack the die to come off, and I was like, oh, I've ruined this when I was prepping on Monday. So fingers crossed.
Low-tack tape is a little bit sticky, isn't it?
But it works though, and it holds it in place.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of love coming in for you, Brent. Shannon May says, I love this guy's laugh. Rosalind saying, love seeing the new faces crafting. Suzette Sue says, Brent, you are so hilarious. Pamela is pleased to see you back on our screen. Aisha is very impressed with what you're making too. And Katie wants to know where we've been hiding, Brent. In the production office, just at the end of the corridor.
In the production office where I've been scheduling in. Everybody's like, oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Who'd have thought I'd been able to do that?
Oh, Brent, I love you so much.
So, shall I do a bit of colouring then? Show you how I colour in the elephant's head?
Definitely.
Okie dokie. So,
Do you know what I love, Brent, is because you are so very new to crafting, and it's just made it amazing to watch you do something and get it so good. And it really, I mean, I don't want to take nothing away from you, but it shows how easy it is, isn't it, for beginners to use our products and to get started.
Honestly, it really is. Like, I was shocked at how like easy it was to make the card. I mean, don't get us wrong, it was quite difficult, like colouring it in. And my mum goes to us, well, if you can do it, anybody can. I thought, right. But no, do you know what? She's right though. She really is.
Do you know what? Craft Factor's cancelled. Sorry, Brent has won. That's it. Forget about it. I remember when I was the funny one, Debbie.
Don't start that, Joe. You know, someone will message and say you haven't been the funny one since Ben's been
Oh,
here.
yeah. Well, I said that the other day. I said, oh, now John's turned up. I'm chopped liver. And someone messaged to say, well, you were chopped liver when Ben got here. It's like, wow.
I know,
Great blending there.
Me how to blend there. I'm trying to do a good job.
Brent, this is amazing.
So obviously it is really easy to use these pens because obviously they do just blend into each other, so it's fantastic.
And also, Brent, I mean, you're doing well because you can talk and colour at the same time, which is a very hard-earned skill, I can assure you.
I'm trying my best, but yeah, so that's it. Obviously,
Wow.
I've left some little bits that I'm going to fill in while we're live now. But obviously the little delicate bits around here, I thought I'd prep them so I don't mess up, because I do want to show you that I can do a good job. So I'll colour in some of this flower here.
And what colour is that you're using there, Brent?
So this is Purple Blend. Is that right, Debbie?
Yeah, Purple Blend, yeah. Yeah, never doubt yourself. Nothing's ever wrong.
That's the great thing about crafting. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, Debbie, is there?
Not at all. No, whatever way suits you. As Jo always says, you do you, boo, because it really does mean in the craft world you can do whatever you want, and your skill level is sky high. Like you said, Brent, you've actually shocked yourself. That you can do something, but actually you shouldn't be so shocked, because these things are sent for us to look like professionals. The tools that we use make us look really good.
Yeah, but though I will say, if I could ever get onto your level of craft one day, Debbie.
Oh, Brent. My heart literally just sunk then. How nice was that? Oh, you will certainly be there very soon, Brent.
Oh, I
love
hope
this.
so.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
hope so.
Hello, Uncle Brent. You're a natural. We love you. From Tommy, Finn and Dave.
They're my nephew. Well, one of them's a dog, but he's still my nephew. So.
What's a dog?
It's a dog?
Yeah, he's a boxer. So, Tommy and Finn are the humans.
Right.
And then...
And Dave the dog.
Our Dave's the boxer, yeah. Oh, I'm pleased to watch it.
Diana said he's a natural on camera and at crafting too. Dee saying, love that you bring someone who's less experienced on. Show everyone that everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Good on you, Brent.
Yes.
Karen says, hi Brent, when I first started crafting, I wasn't sure where to start first. I wasted so much card because of happy accidents, but it's just a piece of card, so no big deal. And Susie T agrees. She says, right, Joe, talking and colouring is hard. Well done, Brent. It's looking lovely.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it is coming along quite nicely. But honestly, when I've obviously started this week, you do feel like, oh, I'm wasting loads of card and things like that. But then obviously when it all pulls together, it looks fine, and you just think, like, I've had a good time doing all of this.
Absolutely. So. Mary says, Brent is adorable, funny, and cute. A triple threat.
Triple threat.
Yeah, I better watch my job, mightn't I?
Well, no, but that's the thing, though. If I can do it, honestly, anybody can. So definitely please get your applications in to us. And you'll be able to speak to me, because that's who you'll be coming through. Yeah.
Oh, so that's who they get to chat to. Well, there's a reason alone to apply.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, Brent will be doing them all. We'll be looking at all your auditions, seeing which ones we've got, seeing all what you've got to offer. But please, if you're sitting there and you're like Brent and not sure where to start, once you start getting some things, the only thing you have to have is to use Crafter's Companion when you are sending in your makes and sending us a bit about yourself. So just big yourself up, and don't be afraid, because you could be here auditioning, or actually even standing where Brent is today and doing your bit for Crafters TV.
That's it. And do you know what? We really will look after you. We're a big team here, and a nice team.
We're lucky, aren't we?
Yeah,
I love that you've gone so many different disciplines. You've not made it easy on yourself here, Brent. So we've stamped, coloured, now fussy cutting as well. You made the card blank too. This is like 4 different crafts here, Debbie.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to get Brent to come in and do all my cutting, because you know what I'm like with scissors, Joe. I'm rubbish with scissors. I'm not very good at fussy cutting. Do you think it's a Mal thing? Like, because Craig's really good at fussy cutting as well. I'm just, no, saying that, we've got Sarah Scissor Hands. She's very good with scissors. Yeah, Sarah Scissor Hands, with the snips. But yeah, not for me. I'm a craft knife girl, Brent. I like using my craft knife.
Could you use a craft knife with this then,
Yes,
Debbie?
I would. I'd rather use a craft knife to cut around there.
Well, there you go. That's one thing you'll have to teach us.
Yeah, there we go. And you can teach me how to use my scissors.
I knew there was a reason they employed me here. Me and you would be brought together, Debbie.
Absolutely. I think we need to do a duo between us. We need to do like some crafting between us and teach you some extra level of skills here.
Well, I would definitely be up for that.
Now, if you do want to get involved, I'll share the details with you again on exactly how you can get involved as well at the end of this section. Great stuff, Brent. Good to see you're doing well. SLC Pete. Rosalind says, Brent, I have a boxer too. Never a dull moment with that breed. And Willibeth saying, watching someone who has only been colouring for 4 days is encouraging me to give it another try. Absolutely. What's your top tip, Brent, for anyone that's trying colouring for the first time, seeing as you've just giving it a go?
So, you're probably going to laugh at you, but just tickle the page. Like, literally tickle the page. I watched Leanne on one of the Spectrum Noir shows, like when we did a launch day ages ago. And the way she was doing it, she was actually doing it away from herself. So she was going like down like this, and she obviously started with the darkest colour, then went to the middle colour, and it literally just looked as if she was tickling the page. So that's my top tip.
Just tickle it.
Tickle the page, everyone. Yeah.
I always say that, tickle the page. And actually, Brent, that really goes to show that we don't just leave people to get on with things. We've got that educational side. You've gone and watched Leanne yourself, and she has done some awesome videos teaching you right from the basics right up to advanced crafting with our Spectrum Noir range. And I love the fact that you've gone on and been able to watch that, and it means that everyone out there, if you're a newbie to crafts, you can do exactly what Brent's doing here. You can go on, teach yourself how to colour. The tri-blends are the best pens to start with because you've got that 3-colour blend and they're amazing. And you're actually looking like a complete advanced crafter here, Brent.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, you never know, they might just offer me the job.
Oh, we'll have you back. We will absolutely have you back. You're only down the corridor, so we will be grabbing you.
Well, that's it, yeah, you never know.
What are you doing tomorrow afternoon?
I'm not going to be able to finish colouring it in, I know when I'm laughing.
Oh, I can't believe how well you can colour and talk at the same time. That is a real skill. Lily's saying, I love this. Brent is wonderful. Thank you, Crafter's Companion, being so down to earth. It what keeps us tuning in, makes us feel like we're all a big family and capable of doing what you are teaching. We are one big crafty family.
We are. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is, with the elephant's head, I'm going to stick some foam pads to the elephant's body. So then it obviously gives it that bit of 3D effect when it's stuck on the finished card. So stick this guy down.
Now, some of our craft experts actively avoid foam pads, Debbie, don't they? So again, Brent not making it easy for himself here.
No, not at all. No. I love that you're just using a bit of everything. Do you know what I'm more impressed with? Well, I'm not sure if I'm more impressed with the colouring, but the fact that you've done stamping, because I know, Brent, that lots of people are scared by stamping. They never think they can do a good job.
Yeah.
But these stamps really are quite incredible, aren't they? We do such good ones, and you've just shown how simple it is for a beginner crafter.
Well, yeah, like, so obviously when I first started here, I was really clueless as to what a lot of the products were. And then as I've got to work with them and know them more, and not that I've even crafted before, but just like dropping them off to the library or ordering them for the craft experts, like it does all make sense. And then when you put them through and like use them together, honestly, it's so easy. I actually have fallen in love with it.
I love how chuffed you are with yourself as well. It's so nice to see.
So, for the top of the card, what I've done is I've pre-cut some Centura Pearl card. This is, isn't it? And I've also got, I think this is from the Woodland Friends. So I've literally just cut them down and I'm going to stick them on to the front.
Can we let people in on your secrets of your matte and layering, Brent?
On mine? Yeah, should we tell them? Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, so Brent was telling me earlier that he didn't measure out any of his mattes and layers, he just cut scissors round it.
What? That's how you've done that?
That's how he did that.
Well, so I actually used the guillotine, but I was really scared last night of using the guillotine in case I chopped my finger off. So I just had to, like, the littler ones that I've done here, where am I going? Here. Them two, I just had to use the scissors because I thought, yeah, I can't chop my finger off.
That's amazing.
I know.
This one. But yeah, I was really afraid of the guillotine, I won't lie. I think that was the hardest part about crafting, using the guillotine.
You'll soon get used to it.
Well, I'll have to, won't I?
You certainly will, yes. Yeah, there's no getting away from it now. You are an official crafter, Brent.
Yes, I am. So that's obviously the front of the card. I do apologise. It is a little bit messy there, but never mind.
I don't think that's messy at all.
Oh dear, thank you.
We don't
Debbie.
mind a little bit of quirky wonkiness.
Where's your accent from? Shannon's asking, Brent.
So I am from County Durham, which is the northeast of England, but I've been in Manchester for like 4 years, so people think there might be a bit of a crossover there with my accent, but I don't know, I'm a Spennymill lad, that's where I'm from.
He's still Brent from the block. Rosalind says, Brent is hilarious. He really is, Rosalind. And he's exactly the same as well, as you see him here as well on Crafters TV, all day, every day. He's got us all in stitches all the time. So always got a story to tell us, haven't you, Brent?
Do you know what I love about you, Brent, is you just have the best smile in the world.
Aw,
you are
thank
such a happy
you.
person and just a joy to be around. So having you on set and crafting today, honestly, it's made my day.
Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate being here, and I do like showing off my smile, because you just all make us so happy. That's what
See,
it is.
I always say we were comparing, I was saying he's got a Julia Roberts smile.
A Julia Roberts
smile, yes.
What era though? I mean, there's many different eras of Julia. You could be, there's got
she
different
has
versions.
the same smile,
She does,
doesn't
yeah.
she? She's so beautiful.
I
Well,
can't
she's
think of...
absolutely gorgeous, so I'll take that. I really will take that. I'm going to get some more of my foam pad and stick that on for the sentiment. And I really love this sentiment because obviously the elephant big, but I always think and I always tell people that you need to dream big, because this is going to be really cheesy, but if your dreams don't scare you, then they aren't big enough.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. Oh, Brent, you're so adorable. Oh, I love him.
So, yeah, there we go.
What a lovely way
all
to look
finished.
at life. And is the elephant your favourite animal, Brent?
Yes, it is. Elephant. I've got a tattoo with an elephant here as well.
Check that out. Round of applause for Brent. That is amazing.
That is, honestly, sorry, I was in awe then and didn't clap, so I'm gonna clap now. Brent, well done. That is so amazing. Absolutely love that. Lots of love for you, Brent. So amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
So much love. Are you going to keep crafting, Brent?
Do you know what? Now that I've actually started it, I've fallen in love with it. I really have. So yes, Joe. I'm gonna...
Amazing. Well, massive round of applause. A huge congratulations to Brent. What an amazing start to our craft factor. I know what you're all thinking. You're sat at home thinking, hang on a minute, I want to have a go at that now. Well, you can. All you need to do is email us, and you'll get to chat to the lovely Brent, because he will speak to you as well. So you can come and audition on the Craft Factor, a chance to come on Crafters TV Live. All you need to do is submit a short video about yourself. Tell us a bit about what sort of crafts you do, what you're into, how you got started. Submit that along with 4 to 5 photos of cards or finished projects that you have made, and email that to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and you could be joining us here live on Wake Up Call for the next instalment of the Craft Factor. How exciting, how amazing as well. Brent did an absolutely incredible job. So many of you saying how well you did in the comments there as well. Right, we're going to take a little break before we push on with the show. So why don't I share with you all the details of US shipping and Club Inspire.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
How amazing was Brent? So much love coming in there. Rhiannon saying that absolutely amazing. Brent done such a fantastic job. Val says, lovely Brent. I've been making out how tricky it is when I give cards, but if they see how you do so well after just a few days, my secret will be out. Is what Val in Southampton says. Anne wants to know if Brent's card will be going into the card of the show. Too right it will, Anne. And Amanda says, I just started crafting. My first card was basically trash. But then I copied something from the Year of Craft and was so happy. Brent there inspiring all of us to give something a go for the first time. Absolutely. Now, we had a little look to the earlier the later Craft Along show, but remember after that as well, we'll be taking you into the weekend in style, won't we, Debbie? Because all things watercolour with the Aqua Mega Bundle, which has got 12 markers, 3 sparkle pens and 60, oh yeah, no less, 60 pencils in there, which is incredible. You love watercolour, Debbie, don't you? What is it about watercolour that is so incredible?
Do you know what it is, Joe? It's so easy. I think it's really forgiving. If you are a beginner or an advanced crafter, it doesn't matter what level you're at, you can do this. And it means that you have so many different techniques that you can use with this. I would highly recommend watercolour cardstock, but first of all, we're going to show you the colours that we've got. So you can see these are so beautiful, going from your warm primaries, your cool primaries and your contemporaries. Now what's great about this, you can see there's 3 colours, but those 3 colours are in one pen, and then you've got another 3 colours in one pen. So actually all these colours are just 3 pens, which is quite incredible. Then we've got your essentials. So your essential neutrals, you've got those earthy tones, your rich tones and your greys. I absolutely love these colours here. The combination is incredible. Like with all our systems of our pens, these take all the hard work out of it for you. So our Floral Meadow, we've got our brights, our warms, our warm fiery and our fresh verdants. Now you can see you're getting all those ones to be able to do your beautiful sort of tones for your flowers, for your woodlands, for your grass scenes, would look amazing. Then we've got the great outdoors, so those gorgeous blues for anything that's sort of in the ocean, and then all those different blues, your rich pinks there, your rich florals. Then we've got our Floral Meadows, and remember each one of these boards is only 3 pens. So just to recap, you are getting the rose pink, the jasmine and the tulip in 1 pen on there. So just 3 pens with each board, but to create so many different colours. Now because they're water based, it means we can mix them with any other water product. So your clear sparkle pens that you are getting with these will mix really well, and we'll show you exactly how they work. You've got your great outdoors and you've got your colour basics there. So all your different ones, I think we've got 2 boards for colour basics, yes, so apologies there, but they are exactly the same. And then I just thought I'd show you just a few different samples of the types of things that you can be using to watercolour. If you like that effect of having a washed look, you're going to be able to paint with them. If you like to add all your shading and your tone into here, I mean, how incredible does that look? If you love your florals, you're going to be able to do that. Looking so pretty, they are really easy to do. Creating backgrounds, being able to use them with your different mediums. You can apply these to things like your textured paint. I mean, look at these. I mean, how gorgeous are they foxgloves or bluebells? Not sure. I think foxgloves, those ones. But looking absolutely stunning. So let's see exactly what you are getting. If I bring in my case, you are getting this in the bundle. It means that you have a carry case to keep everything compacted in. It's got a zip all the way around. You've got your section here that you can keep your stamps in, so you've got a nice little place to put them in, and then you keep them all nice and neat in here. So I'm just going to take a few colours. So let's take these 3 colours at the top. Oh, pulled them out. Just be more careful when you're pulling yours out, because what we have here, I'm just going to make sure I pop them back in the right ones. We have your 3 pen blend. So let me show one. This one is our bright florals, and you're getting those 3 colours. These 3 colours will blend into each other, the same as these 3 colours. So we've got our rose pink, our crimson and our sunset, and then you've got these ones which are your greens. But I love the fact that this one is the one that you've got 3 different colour blend that you can use to blend, and we've took that hard work out in knowing that that will blend perfectly well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take myself a piece of card, and I've already stamped an image on there. So we've got our butterfly image on, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pens, and I'm going to start with my lightest colour, which is the lemon in the middle, and I'm just going to scribble some colour down on the side. Then I'm going to go in with the darker one, so you can see the 2 different colours there. And then I'm going to go in with that pink as well, and I'm just using it. Now, the reason you'll notice that we use all our pens to our craft mat is because we get the most out of our pens. If we was to go straight in, you get that colour. I mean, I can go in like this, and you can just paint with this, but you're using more colour than what's needed. And then you can go in and draw that out. But if you want a really washed look, it's a really nice idea to do it straight from your mat. Now, what I am going to do is put some water onto my card just to make it a little bit wetter. They always just blend better when your card is that little bit more wet. And then we're going to go in, and I'm going to pick up that first yellow. So saturating my brush with the yellow, and we can just put that down.
Nice.
And then I'm going to pick up that next yellow and start blending that down as well. So we're getting all those different ombres in those 2 colours, blending from one colour to the next, which you can't actually see that colour blended into the next colour. Then I'm going to pick up that pink, got a little bit too much water, but I'll just dab some of that off, and then we're going to blend into that pink at the bottom. So you can see going from that pink to that beautiful orange, and then up to that yellow. And you can't see where one colour starts and one colour ends. It's such a pretty way to do it. Now, when you've got ink like this on here, either add a little bit more ink or give it a spritz. So what I am going to do is just grab myself a little spritz. There might be a little bit of water in there. If you just spritz that a bit more, just to activate it and make it a little bit more water. And then what I'm going to do is bring myself in some watercolour card, which oh yes, I found a bit, nearly out of that. If you just put that into there, you can actually pick up and start getting different ombres of the colour, but it means that nothing goes to waste. So just picking all that up, you can create a really beautiful background. Die cut that, add your sentiments to that, and it looks really cool. But it also means that you don't waste any of your ink. If you do have...
What, you just wolf whistled then for a
it
second?
Sounded
That was
like it's better than I
Fussy.
whistle. Yeah, look at that. No, it didn't whistle. That was the mat being cleaned. So we've got that beautiful image. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to dry that off a bit. So I'm just going to, I might not, because I found it. I do it every time. I know I'm going to use it, Joe, and I still don't plug it in. So I'm just going to plug in my heat tool. All that's going to do is that's going to do some quick drying for me. So we're just going to dry off our image. And this is just one of absolutely hundreds of ways that you can use your watercolour pens. But creating backgrounds is something I love doing all the time. And it's great if you love your stamping, because you can really use this to colour your images. That stamp that our Brent used earlier, the elephant stamp, that was from our Sarah Kay, and she did those images for us. You can find them on the website. They would work really well with the aqua colour pens.
Well, I love how effective these backgrounds are, Debbie, but also how quick they are to do. I mean, if you had to do a load of these, you could do them so fast, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that takes no time whatsoever, does it? But what I do want to do, Joe, I want to do a bit more bleaching out. So where this pink is at the bottom, all I'm going to do is take a smaller brush and I'm going to pop some water down, because once you put some water down, we can start doing some faux bleaching. So let that water settle. The longer it's there for, the more it will actually pick up that colour. So you can see it's taking that pink out and it's starting to give us a lighter shade. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to then go in and paint that butterfly a different colour. And it's something that you can do really easily by taking that out and then getting that true sort of colour. So you can see we're starting to lighten that up. If I do the same onto this one, just go in and dab some water down, and then you can pick that water back up. So popping that down. And also you can do faux bleaching, as in if I just take a little bit and flick, you can actually just have droplets that come down into your card, and let that settle just for a little while. And then what will happen there is I'm just gonna sort of waft this a little bit to try and pick that up, and then pop that over the top, and you can start bringing up. And it's because I've used paler colours, but look at the effect that we're getting on there. I mean, that looks amazing. But then we can actually go in, so with this pink one, I can go back in with my gold, and then I can pick that up, and we can start just painting straight on to our image here and getting a really different effect. So you're getting it a lot brighter. The other way of doing it, and I do believe we have some on the show later on, is Pebeo gilding wax. Not Pebeo gilding wax, drawing gum.
Okay.
The drawing gum you can actually mask off. It's masking gum, sorry. And what you can do is you can paint this onto your whatever image you've got. So with this one, your butterflies, you can paint that onto your image, but you can then also wipe it off afterwards.
Oh, awesome.
So it protects it from being coloured onto. So it's just a different way of being able to do them. And then we can go in, I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker pink, and then we can start painting that other one. But it's just such a nice way of being able to do something a little bit different and just getting those different variations of colour. And the reason I say it's forgiving is because, you know, we've done the faux bleaching. It means if you go over the edges or you don't like something very much, just put some water on it and pull it out. Pull that colour out, and then you can go in with whatever colour, or you can correct your mistakes. If you go over the edges, you can correct your mistakes with them. And then I'm going to just mix those two together and just give this colour a little bit more on the wings at the top here and on this side.
I'm guessing a lot of our crafters will have loads of stamps with big open spaces that are going to be able to do exactly this kind of thing with already. So, I mean, you know, sometimes when you buy something new or you start something new, it means then you have to go out and buy a load of other new stuff to use in conjunction with it. I'm guessing that most of our crafters out there will have a load of crafty stash which will work just beautifully with all of these watercolouring techniques, Debbie.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And it's what's great about watercolour, because it is, you can use it on absolutely everything, and they work really well. If you have something like glycerin, you can turn them all into ink pads. So do exactly the same, scribble these onto your glass mat, add a couple of drops of glycerin, you can use them as a stencil. But we do have a show later on and we'll show you exactly how easy, and all those different things that we can do with them, we will be showing. So I'm literally going to put a quick card together and then just pop this on the front. And I love the way that we can decorate, we can create backgrounds, we can paint with them, we can do so much with them. Use them in your embossing folders to add that extra colour, that highlighted colour. You can use them to do all your techniques, such as your salt technique, when you add salt to create different backgrounds. Your cling film technique, where you sort of screw up cling film and add that over some wet backgrounds, and it just creates some amazing illusions. And then this one we're just going to stick onto the front. I could have done with it being a little bit drier, but just for getting the card done, we're going to just mat and layer these. And then we're just going to pop this on with the sentiment. So I'm going to pop that, let's pop that a bit of a jaunty angle. And then we've got our happy birthday, which we're just going to pop through the centre there.
How beautiful.
And there we go. I mean, nice and quick, but actually it's that main focal point of that card with that beautiful colour wash background, and then those lovely sort of faux lifted colours, and then painting in a different colour that just coordinate the whole card.
Absolutely brilliant, and a great price for you on that, considering what you're getting in there. That's the full collection of our tricolour aqua markers, the case to pop them into, then you're getting all the pencils in there and the sparkle pens, so it's all going to work really beautifully together. 55, 20, 77, 60 if you are a platinum member. Already very busy on that deal, and we'll be sharing, I say we, the royal we, Debbie will be sharing loads of amazing watercolour techniques with you throughout the entirety of that Colour Me Happy show, which is from 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, or 11 a.m. if you are across on the West Coast. Mary Kay's just asking what ink pad you were using for the butterflies there, Debbie.
So it'd be waterproof, our waterproof ink pad. I did use a black one on that one. Let me just grab it so you can see. So this one here, it's the Spectrum Noir Finesse, and it's the waterproof dye that you want. You need a waterproof one when you're using waterproof products. If you're using alcohol pens, like Brent was doing earlier with his elephant, then you would need the alcohol-proof ink.
Amazing. Amanda says, I've been dying to use my aqua pencils, wasn't sure what to do. Well, if you want to see aqua pencil demos, make sure the aqua pen demos, make sure you tune in for that Colour Me Happy show. Susie T says, I just bought new colours of the tricolours from the Watercolor Signature collection. Yes, those we did launch 3 new pens in that collection. Karen Fisher says, I ordered this aqua bundle. I'm wanting to go beyond my comfort zone and experiment more. Make sure you tune into the show to see the rest of the demos. Rosalind saying, watercolouring is more forgiving when colouring. Great point. Would you say watercolour is a great starting point, a great place to start your colouring journey, Debbie?
Oh, absolutely. I think alcohol colouring, as much as it's my favourite colouring, it's not the easiest. It takes a bit of time to get used to how you blend, how you find your light source. With watercolour pens, they are super easy for the beginners, and you will get great results straight away. And like we said earlier, you know, it's only a bit of card. Keep practicing it, but it will get easier and easier. And like with all things Crafter's Companion, our education out there is amazing. All you've got to do is Google Spectrum Noir and our aqua pens, and so many videos and different tutorials will come up to help you and educate you on our pen system.
Amazing. Make sure you grab hold of that bargain. Now, something else that's going to be coming up in the latest Colour Me Happy show that will go beautifully with the aqua bundle is our Build a Bouquet stamp and die set. Mrs. Bouquet of the house, not Mrs. Bucket. 118 elements here for you. That's a great price on that, isn't it? That's the lowest price ever, in fact, on that. Under £32 or $38 for Platinum members if you want to grab that. You're also going to get that Finesse waterproof ink pad included there as well that Debbie was just talking about. You're going to get the Flagstone one in here, which is going to be perfect for putting these together. I love how customizable these are, Debbie. You can really make these your own, can't you?
Oh, totally. You know what, I have to tell you, I just adore them. I am such a flower girl. I could make flowers all day long. It doesn't matter whether it's our quilling flowers, if it's our stamp and die flowers, whatever it is from any collection, I'm there with the flowers. I just absolutely adore them. I love colouring flowers, stamping with flowers. So this is a great collection if you really want to sort of build more and more up. And there is so much in this collection. But I want to get stuck into a demo straight away. Then if we've got time, I'll show you the samples as well, because
excellent.
We've got some amazing samples. So the first thing you'll see is you get a really comprehensive set of stamps and dies. So all the stamps coordinate with a die. So that's amazing in itself. But each one is very different. So you get a different vase, or maybe a posy or something in the different collections. You're getting different leaves and twigs, and you can mix and match these to make them look amazing. So all I'm going to do is pick a few, and we're going to just stamp them out. Now I'm keeping these away from those because I want to actually colour the bottom ones in, but the top ones I want to use my stamps. So I'm going to bring in my crushed velvet. It's one of my favourites, love this one, and I'm using the quick dry in. And this time I'm going to just use it on the flowers, and you'll see what I mean. When I stamp this one out, our flowers are getting quite a lot of ink on them, where the other ones are more outlines so you can colour them in. So I'm going to bring in, again, using that that waterproof. We're going to bring that in, and I'm going to stamp the others. So when I stamp this vase, you'll see you're just getting that outline of the vase, which means you can colour it in. And the same with the others. So just pop in our ink down onto those, and then we can stamp those out. Now I love the stamping platform because it means I can do multiple at the same time and get a really good stamp, and even if it doesn't stamp very well first time, I can go back in and have that security of knowing it will stamp first time every time. But as you can see, they've stamped beautifully. So I love this idea of being able to stamp out in colour, but I also love that you're getting the other bits of the collection where you can colour them yourself. So all I'm going to do, let me just pop my lids back on of my ink pad so I don't get them messed up. And then what we're going to do is come in with the pen. I've got them right in front of me, haven't I? I knew I put them somewhere. I'm going to bring in the watercolour pens. Before I do that, let's trim these out so we can actually die cut the first ones. And then we've got our dies to go over those, just because I'm not watercolouring those ones. So this will be our bigger die, and that I believe will be our smaller one. Then let's get the low tack tape, pop that over the top, and just position them into place. Now all of these will fit through the Gemini Mini, which is really good. I'm just looking for, so I think it's that way, there we go, looking for where I think the die cut goes. So it's looking for that distinguished piece that will cut over the top, and then they will marry up beautifully. The other way you can do it if you wanted to, you can die cut them first, and then it's better to look at the die first and see where that piece goes. Oh, there we go, over the top. It's probably still not got it right. So you'll have more time. You know what, I'm not going to worry too much if it's in the wrong place. Well, I am worrying, aren't I, because I'm doing it. So I don't know why I said that, Joe, but that will do. That will do. And then we're going to run that through. Let me just see if I bring in my, actually, Brent was using the Gemini Mini, so we will just cut those, bring those in, and cut those out. So you can see how easy it is if you want it to be, just stamping them out, bringing them straight out, and you've got them cut out, no problem whatsoever. And there we go. So we've got our two, there are flowers.
Gorgeous.
Then these ones, we can still use our watercolours, but what I am going to do, I didn't do it in my main demo, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to use those sparkle pens with your aqua pens. So let me bring in that, give it a little bit of a shake just to wake up the glitter in there. You've got really microfiber glitter, which is going to work with all that beautiful ink, and that's going to give us a really great lay down of sparkle. So just going from our mat, I'm then just going to bring in and pick that up with my brush, and it means that we can go in and paint inside and get a glittery leaf. So what's great about these is you've got that precision brush. We've got a Japanese, high quality Japanese brush on there. If you find it gets a little bit where a lot of the ink's coming out, just dab that onto the mat so you can take some excess off. But you can see how little you need of this, just to go over all those leaves, and it looks beautiful. And then all you need to do, it doesn't contaminate your pen. If you just do that until it goes clear again, that's all gone off of there. So even if it stains a little bit, it's not going to do it any harm. And then I'm going to go in, let's find a purple. So I'm going to take a purple, I need a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to pick that up, and we're going to do the same with our flowers. So nice and simple. And you can see how easy it is. When Brent was talking earlier about tickling the card, that's exactly what I say, because that is all you need to do. There's no pressure on here. You are just going in and dabbing that beautiful ink over there. And if you want it darker, you just then put some more ink, let that dry, and go in over the top and do that. And then if we want to, let me just bring in, I'm going to bring in two colours. I've done my main one different, but I want to show you how easy it is to create a different effect. So let's go in with our vase, and I'm going to go in with the pink to start with, and I'm just going to go through that centre. And then we're going to come in with a little bit of purple around the edges. and start. And I'm not worried about that bleeding out because we can get rid of the edge where it is on the edge.
What's lovely about the aquas is because, like, obviously a lot of products that we bring to you are not even obviously colouring mediums, but like mixed media things as well, like water-based, aren't they, Debbie?
Yep.
It means that obviously those water-based products will play so nicely with your aqua markers, so they're a great one, aren't they, to mix and match and incorporate into other products, just like you are here with the sparkle pens.
Yeah, so much so, yeah. And they're just forgiving, Joe. That's what I really love about them, because if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I can just flick water over this and then do something totally different, or just grab myself another piece of card. I can then go in and actually go around the edges. If I put some water around the edges where this has gone out the side and just use my brush to pick that up, it will take all that edge out. But when that starts to dry, if I sort of move that, we'll be able to see the glitter sort of really starting to come out of there. And once it dries, you get the most amazing glitter. So that's those bits there. I have, like I say, done it slightly different on my main demos, but just so we can get a card put together, let's just bring this to the side. And then we've got these bits here, and there we go. So all I've done is cut myself a little nesting die shape and emboss that, and then going to stick the backing papers onto my card, just doing a 5x7 card and laying that onto the side. There we go. And then our topper. So what I really like about these is the fact that you can use whatever you've got in your stash and build up your scene, which looks really pretty. I forgot my ribbon again, Joe. I meant to put that underneath. I do it all the time. I think, don't do this with your ribbon, then I won't forget, but I do it every single time. So just bringing that up, lay that back down, and I'm just going to tie that end up the top. So just giving a variation. Give myself...
Apparently it looks like a custard cream, this.
It does. As soon as Charlotte said that, I was like, it does look like a custard cream, doesn't it?
I think Charlotte's a bit hungry. It's nearly lunchtime.
So what I've got here, I am going to use my 3D glue gel. Oh, I said it first time. So, and we're going to use that just to pop our glue in the centre. For me, this is the easiest thing to use, Joe, because it means we can manipulate where things are going to go. So I've got all my extra pieces here. So I've stamped some extras out. Let me just bring them over. There we go. And I'm going to start by layering these biggest flowers at the front. So we'll have this nice big one and our next one. So we can pop those.
Debbie says, I really love doing flowers too, Debbie. Great ones to learn shading. Susie T says she thinks she's going to pull out her birthday month flowers this weekend to stamp and try some awesome watercolouring.
Oh, great
with flowers
idea.
Really lend themselves to watercolour, don't they?
Yeah, they really, really do. And so I love this. Where you've put the glue gel in, you can then just stick these into the top. So it really creates, I'm going to do that one so it's sticking up a little bit more than the others. So, and it just means that you can really, I mean, look how that's coming together. It's so gorgeous. And then we'll just do some extra bits here. And then we've got some little flowers. And no bouquet is the same, is it? They're all different. No. They've all got they're different ways. And what's really fun about these, I've got a hair there, but it's not mine because it's dark. Yeah, what I love about this is it doesn't matter what colours you want to turn it to. If you're doing it for a wedding card, you are going to be able to put all your the bride and groom's colour scheme on here
great
as well.
shout.
So really nice.
And also
way.
changing the colours take you through all the seasons as well, Debbie. No reason this couldn't be turned into a Christmas bouquet quite easily.
Yeah, absolutely not. And there we go. I bring that round nice and easy, but that build up of those flowers looks absolutely gorgeous.
Awesome. Right then, I guess we... Blah, 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 blah. I'm not having much luck with the words today, am I? It's because Debbie's back in the studio. I'm giddy with excitement. That's what it is. Should we do the card of the show then, Debbie? Should we get that vote underway?
Oh, yes. That would be amazing.
So if you want to vote, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. But got loads in today, Debbie.
Let's just move these round so we get our right ones done. Yes, so the first one we've got is the gorgeous Pop Out the Scenes of Light. And then we've obviously got Brent's beautiful elephant, which I know which one I'd be voting for. And then we've got the watercolour background, and then that gorgeous Build a Bouquet one.
Amazing. Let's just recap the details of that bouquet for you. So Build a Bouquet Stamp and Die collection with 118 elements. 39.86 or 47.10 if you want to get your hands on that one just there. Let me show you again exactly everything you're going to get in there, because not only are you going to get the 4 different stamp and die sets, you're also going to get the ink pad in there as well, which is fantastic. So do grab that. Best price ever on those, which is fantastic. Do grab them. If you want to place your order, get yourself over to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Don't forget as well, of course, we've got that points promotion running at the moment as well. So if you, depending on what you spend, you will get a whole host of extra points. So if you spend 50, you'll get 75. Spend 75, get 100 bonus points. Spend 100, get 150 bonus points. So definitely worth considering that, especially maybe if you're looking to get to the next level in Club Inspire. What a show it's been, Debbie. Of all the shows to be standing for, I mean, this has been a great one, isn't it?
It's been an amazing one. So you've seen it, you know what to do, now you've got to do it. So you know what, every one of you out there, we know you're superstars in your own rights, but please get your videos into us. You can send them at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. It's literally just a short video. Just send us a bit about yourself. Show us who you are, show us your personality, and send us 4 to 5 photos of your makes. And just let us know what sort of things that you do, and you could be the next person on Wake Up Call, just like our Brent was today. So yeah, absolutely do it, because we're a big family here, aren't we, Joe? That is so true. You'd be so welcomed into the family, and we can't wait to have you with us. So get those videos in, it would be great.
Yeah, it really, really will. And don't forget, of course, loads coming up for the rest of the day here as well. That incredible craft along with Debbie is going to be coming your way in about 90 minutes time. So 3 p.m. here in the UK, which is 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast. And it's all about the scenes of light, Debbie, isn't it?
Yeah, the scenes of lights are great ones to do. So I love craft alongs, as you know, and you love them out there. We're going to be crafting from the first stages to go through, and then it will be amazing. So yeah, join us then.
Amazing. Make sure you join us for that. And then, of course, Colour Me Happy. We're going to colour you ecstatic. It's Friday night. Who knows what could happen with Debbie in the studio on a Friday night? I mean, it's going to, anything could happen. The demo of the show is Brent's amazing card. So,
look at
yes,
this, I had it in my hand.
Yeah, you did. How incredible is that? So lovely to have
Well done, Brent. It's so well deserved. Card of the show. It's going to be on the bookshelf. What do we call it? The Cabinet of Creativity. Yeah, and your card will be proudly on that show.
Amazing. What an incredible show. Debbie, amazing to have you. I feel like we really were like the Eamon and Ruth of
I think we are.
of Crafters TV.
Absolutely.
And also because we were both on the sofa together and we had Brent here too, it really felt like our own little show.
I know.
Maybe we should make some sort of pilot or something, get our own chat show. What do you think?
That'd be nice, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Do you think we could have
What would we call it?
I don't know. Give us your thoughts.
Giggle Vision with Joe and Debbie, absolutely. Yeah, right, don't go too far, of course, because there's loads more shows coming your way here today. You've got about 90 minutes to join us back here. Pop over to our social media, have a look at everything you're going to need for that amazing craft along. Massive thanks to Debbie. What a superstar she is, and we'll both see you back here very soon. Take care.